The dating scene as an Asian is cooked. Like, I swear every person I talk to have the same issues. The first being, obviously, always have commitment issues. I know a lot of people date to date, but in my head, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why are you talking to someone if you don't have any interest of, like, actually being with them in the future? And I feel like that's why so many situationships happen. And I'm sorry, I'm just not understanding, like, we're only getting older, guys. Like, the second issue I always come across is that they're always somehow a little bit narcissistic. It's always about me. Like, only think about themselves and, like, like, no, baby. Like being so self-centered sickens me. The third is that they're avoidant, okay? And all these issues start piling up. And you're left there like, what the freak am I doing wrong? Because you can't read their mind. Lastly, the biggest one of them all, lust over love. Why is it so common these days that these men just be thinking with their dick? Like, whatever happened to being a gentleman? Whatever happened to candlelit dinners? Whatever happened to talking until the sunrise comes up and you can see the stars and everything? Ah! Like, what happened to the cute little dates? Like, why is it always boba and back shots? I quit!
At a certain point, patterns become obvious. A large portion of attention tends to concentrate on a small group of men who check specific boxes. That creates an imbalance where a few have most of the options. And when that happens, the dynamics naturally shift. The outcome isn't surprising once you look at it objectively.
Now, I just want to rant a little bit because there's a lot of women complaining about Cheesecake Factory and like certain restaurants, and it's really annoying. You guys don't even know how privileged you are. Do you know there's some women out here who have never even gotten flowers? Do you know there's some women out here who have never even gotten a real date? All you toxic women and bitter women are coming on social media, ruining it. You're making men not want to date. You're making men not want to try. Then when you guys complain on here saying men aren't chivalrous, men don't open doors, men don't do this, men don't do that. This is why. Because you bitch and complain about everything somebody does. Y'all are like very naggy and it's really annoying. And like I said, if you have such an opinion on something, you plan the dates. You do stuff. How are you going to sit here and complain about where somebody takes you if you didn't throw out a suggestion? Y'all want men to lead so bad, but don't let them lead. A lot of y'all modern day women, y'all have got too much stuff going on in your brain where you guys are so privileged you don't understand.
Some expectations also start to feel excessive over time. It's not just about standards. It's about how far they stretch without much grounding. When things become overly complicated, people start questioning the structure itself. And once that happens, interest tends to fade.
The reason why the dating pool is so trash is because of us, the women. I'm gonna explain. Women are so brainwashed that if you're single and that you're not committed or have a ring on your finger, that you could talk to whoever you want to talk to. You could date who you want to date. You can have sex with who you want to have sex with. We're brainwashed to think that. Listen, ladies, when I tell y'all, that's nasty. It says a lot about us as women if we feel like just because we're not in a committed relationship that we could do whatever the fuck we want. Why is it that what we want is to be outside? Why is it that what we want is to have a roster? That's a problem. And then y'all wonder why men treat us how they treat us is because we treat ourselves like this.
Not everyone is going to agree when certain realities are pointed out. Some perspectives get dismissed the moment they don't fit the narrative. Labels get used quickly instead of engaging with the point. But that doesn't change what's being observed. It just shows how uncomfortable the conversation can be.
Today I deleted the dating apps because I matched with a man whose first message to me was, "I bet your day just got a lot better because we matched."
So can someone make it make sense? Because women have literally been begging men to come to the table more confident, have more wit, have more charismatic and charm. And when they do, they still get dragged. So you mean to tell me when he says, hello, how are you? That's too boring. But when he hits you with some kind of cute banter, you don't even want to joke back and you think that he's part of the problem because you lack a sense of humor? Make it make sense. Like, what is it that y'all want? Do you even know at this point? Because if he's too funny, that's weird and you're going to immediately block him. But if he just says, hey, how are you? Then that's boring and not enough effort. So you're still not going to carry out a conversation. Like, that's confusing as hell. And imagine being so self-absorbed and so self-centered and so entitled that you think that a man that doesn't even know you, you are like automatically entitled to his time, his effort, and his energy. Even though y'all are on the same exact dating app, so why not match that energy and give him the same banter back? Or is it because you lack a sense of humor? Like, which one is it? Y'all want men to make the first move, but then when he does, it's still not good enough. But if he does nothing, then he's a low effort, low value man. And let's just call it what it is. You didn't find him attractive enough, which is why you didn't continue the conversation, and you're just using dating apps for validation and more attention to feed your ego, your pride, and to make you feel good about yourself, even though you have zero intention of actually dating men that you're matching with in the first place. Okay, bye.
On dating apps, attention has become a currency. Some interactions aren't about connection, they're about engagement. When effort isn't matched, the result speaks for itself. And over time, people adjust how much energy they're willing to give.
Y'all, I think modern women ruin dating, and here's why. Let's get into it. Hookup culture. Women giving their bodies away to men that have not committed to them on any level. They've made relationships transactional. Not being realistic. Now the majority of women want the minority of men, using tactics of shame and emasculating men to manipulate them and doing what they want them to do. Some men now are choosing to go their own way, not even trying to date in this modern dating culture. Ain't that a shame? A lot of good men not dating because they don't see value in this modern dating culture.
Standards often shift depending on timing and circumstance. What's overlooked earlier suddenly becomes important later. That contrast doesn't go unnoticed, and it tends to influence how seriously things are taken moving forward.
The number 2 way that women ruin relationships is having sex too soon. And this is not about being prude, you guys. You have to realize we're living in a very fast dating climate. Guys don't think extra. So basically, you're training them on who you are to them. They compartmentalize the women they're dating. So if they go on a date with you and you hop into bed with them, you're the girl that'll just hop into bed with them. It's not a bad or good thing. You're just compartmentalized into that spot versus the girl that always wants to go out, always wants to go dancing, always wants to do all this stuff. He knows that he has to do more for that girl. And it's not so much about being prude and who's better and who's worse. If you like sex, have sex. But I'm just saying, oftentimes it'll ruin the relationship. And regardless of the effort, you guys, you have to understand the more dates you go on, the more of a foundation of a friendship you're building. You're actually getting to know this person. He actually knows your hobbies. He knows about your families. He knows what you do for work. He knows your desires. So you're actually bonding. You understand? So there's a lot that goes on in the dating process before you jump into bed that forms intimacy, that actually makes him like you, desire you, and makes him curious about you. So sometimes sex just kind of shuts down that door. So sex too soon could shut down his curiosity about you. So that is the number 2 way how women ruin relationships.
There's also a natural response to challenge and effort. When something requires engagement and discovery, it holds attention longer. When everything is immediate and easy, the value tends to drop, and that changes how people approach the interaction.
Let's be so for real. These men don't stand a chance in dating because women turn everything into a red flag. He didn't text back fast enough, red flag. He doesn't text enough, red flag. He doesn't call me enough, red flag. He fell asleep and took a nap and I didn't hear from him for 3 hours, red flag. He breathed the wrong way, red flag. He's existing, red flag. Everything is always something, even when it's nothing. And when he says it's nothing, that's also a red flag because he's lying. You'll hear some dumb shit online about, oh, you can tell a man is toxic by the way he smiles. So now you're looking at your man based on some dumb shit that you saw on the internet. Like, oh, he's smiling the wrong way. That means he doesn't like me. Y'all leave no room for these men to make any kind of mistakes. Women will literally make up entire storylines about men that they don't even know just to validate their own insecurities and then get online and say all men are trash. You're turning a golden retriever man who has no issues into a wolf based off your past experiences. And then you expect the new man, the good man, the better man to take on all of these challenges with grace when you are the fucking problem. How are you going to be able to go into a relationship looking for a good human being when you're already looking at him as if he's your ex-fucking boyfriend who cheated on you and he deserves to be treated like shit based on what somebody else did to you? And how do you expect these men to still want to date you when you literally turn everything into a problem? Everything is a red flag. Everything that he's doing is toxic. It's not good enough. It's poor behavior and you're never satisfied. Like, make it make sense. Okay, bye.
All of this leads to a broader shift in behavior. Some men simply choose to step back instead of forcing outcomes that don't make sense. It's not emotional, it's calculated. And once that decision is made, it usually doesn't change. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.